Hey guys, so I'm here. I'm gonna do some reading. I thought this might be fun instead of an actual Twitter sprint. So I hope you guys enjoy this and come jump on. Tell me what you're reading. I'm gonna be focusing on Demon Love Spell while we do this. I have the whole series to go. Hey Callum. So yeah, I'm here. I'm gonna read and let's just chat while I do it. So I'm starting with Demon Love Spell Volume 1. Because, yes, it's fallen into manga love time, and I thought this might be more fun than a Twitter sprint. I don't know. Maybe I'm weird and crazy. So, you guys might not like this, but I thought I'd try it anyway. So, yeah. Anyways, grab a volume of manga and let's get some reading done. Let's get this out a little bit. So, how are you, Callum? Feels like forever since I've talked to you. You've been on holiday? Where'd you go? Hopefully, somewhere fun. If anyone else is here, please say hello. Yes, Melissa, we're just going to read live and chat while we do it. I thought that might be way more fun than an actual Twitter sprint. So, yes, grab a volume of manga. Let's go after all of this. How are you, Melissa? Dream and Sun is good. It's a boarding house style shoujo manga, and it is very like romance centered and romance heavy. So if that's not what you're looking for, steer clear. But if you like the romance, then go for it. One that's kind of, I'm trying to think if there's one that's similar to that. I don't think there really is. All the boarding house style ones all kind of center around romance. So you're welcome to give it a try, Callum. I don't know that it's going to necessarily be like up your alley, but you may enjoy it. Melissa's going to continue in origami. Sorry you're not feeling well. Hello. Yes. Come join us in the reading. So yes. Um yeah, Callum, I think I'd try to read like a chapter of that online somewhere if you can, just to see how you'd feel about it. Because it's from the same creator as Orange, so that's why a lot of people end up really loving it because they love Orange. And so the art feels very nostalgic to them. But for me, I have to honestly say it's not my favorite boarding house style one. It's good, but it also has this like age gap romance to it. And yeah. Oh, you're not distracting me from reading it all, Callum. I promise you're good. Yeah, I you might like it. So give it a try. If you liked Orange, you would probably enjoy it enough. But yeah, I'd probably try to read a chapter or like check it out from the library if you can before you go like investing in the whole series because that one is finishing in is it next week or the week after? It's finishing this month. Hi, Michaela. Honey and Clover is one I haven't read, but I really, really want to. There's a really funny panel that basically asks who's this girl in cosplay, and it's this like shrine maiden girl. It's funny. I think I'm really gonna like Demon Spell. Just letting y'all know because that's what I'm reading. If you hadn't heard, Bunny Drop is such an amazing series. It's one I haven't read yet, but it's one that I've watched the anime for. And it's just like an emotional gut punch. It's one I've been meaning to read for a long time, but because it's kind of like not as popular right now, it's harder for me to like track down locally. So it's one of those things that I always have it on like my Amazon wish list and I just never get around to buying because I'm buying the stuff that's newer or the stuff that my friends are like, you have to read this. So it's one that just keeps getting put to the side and it makes me sad. I really need to prioritize that one. No, Callum, it's not a weird fetish at all. It's technically they're technically siblings. So um this little girl, her father, her biological father, passes away, and it's actually the older man's father as well. So they're technically siblings, but because this child is so much younger and considered like an outcast by the family, this son ends up taking the daughter in and raising her. It doesn't go weird or fetishy. It's not a grooming thing. At least as far as the anime goes, it doesn't do that at all. They just learn to live together and become a family unit. It's actually really, really sweet. Oh, is it the grandfather? I knew it was like this weird family dynamic where he passes away. I couldn't remember if it was the guy's father or grandfather. So thanks for the correction. Hey, Whitney! We're just reading some manga. Come join us. I almost feel like we need music, but I'm worried about the copyright stuff. So, like, hopefully you guys don't mind that it's a little bit quiet and a little bit just like read along with me here. Oh, which horror manga are you reading, Callum? I know that's not my thing, but I know I'm like the minority in that realm of things. Who's that one by? Yeah, definitely not for me. But I know there are people out there who definitely love that. For me, I like the cute kid side of Halloween. The freaky, scary, gory horror side of Halloween, I don't love. Horror films and me do not get along. My anxiety doesn't like it. So that comes from trauma from being a teen. So I can go into it if you really want the details, but yeah, so I typically don't participate and engage in that kind of content just because it was traumatic for me as a teen. Okay, has anybody else read this in the comments? Like, it's having some really like quirky and funny moments. Like, basically, this demon dude got turned chibi for a little bit, and he's still technically chibi right now. And it's just really funny how it's playing out. And I want to know if anybody else in the comments has read this. Like, I know I have friends that have read this and loved it, but yeah, I want to know if anyone else out there has because I'm like about to like start laughing out loud if it keeps along this train. So if I randomly start laughing in this stream, it's just because this is funny. So yeah, there he is. He's chibi on the back there. Size of a mouse. But yeah, anyways. Let me know if you've read it. Is Noragami hilarious? I've only watched the anime on that one. I mean, I always had a good time with it, but yeah, I wasn't sure if that translated well in the manga. That's very true, Melissa. I should probably share the link on the Twitter, shouldn't I? That should help people. Hold on, hold on. How do I share it from here? I don't think I can. Hold on. All right, there we go. We got it. But so far, I think I'm gonna have to go looking for the backlist on this particular mangaka because I really like their style of storytelling. Fall into Manga Love is a readathon that I'm currently hosting. It started yesterday. It's just yesterday and today. I did a Manga Love readathon in February, so I thought I'd do a fall version. So I asked people to read as much manga as they could in the 2 days, and then hopefully read one title that's one of my favorites. You know, just even if it's just one volume of it, just to try, so that it encourages people to try something they may not have tried before. So some people, that's just their excuse to read all the shoujo in the world, and other people try to like explore new things. So I've enjoyed everything I've read so far except for one, and I ended up DNFing that one. So it's just not what I signed up for when I picked it up. I shouldn't have been that surprised, but I was. So, oh, of course, Callum. Like, um, I have a Twitter page dedicated to these readathons. So we'll do one probably around Valentine's Day again. I don't know if I'm gonna do like a Christmas edition at all. But I wanted to do one in the fall because fall's my favorite season. So okay, guys, paranormal shojo is like its own weird brand of shojo. Can I just say that? This definitely has some of the feelings and tropes of things like Blackbird and stuff that you guys have seen me read, but I'm liking it better. I'm really loving this, like more than I probably should be, but yes. So, yes to Demon Love Spell. That's all I'm going to say so far. Oh, I'm such a weird person, but I'm glad you all love what I do anyway. So the demon in here is an incubus, and he's like bartering with this shrine maiden who had him trapped in chibi form. He's found his way out. He's back in his normal form now, his normal humanoid form, I guess you could say. And he keeps bartering for like little things like a head pat or a kiss and things like that. And it's just so funny because it's like, if you do this, I'll do this. Like the banter between these two is fantastic. I'm really loving it. Tell me about your reads. Tell me what you're liking. That's good to know, Melissa. Hi, Lightsong. Come here, baby. Say hello to the Lightsong. Coming in for a snug? Come here. Come on. Whoa. You put your butt down now? Down, boy, down. There we go. Welcome to the life of a cat owner, being a cat bed. Seriously, dude, put your butt down. I can't pet you properly if you don't, you crazy. Or don't. That works too. Just don't eat my manga, sir. Yeah, they are the best. Kaladin's over there sunbathing, and then Lightsong will probably be back for more snuggles here shortly. Hi, Chris. The pervy level's pretty high in this one on the Incubus side for obvious, reasons being that he's an incubus, but yeah, it's well played to where it's not like obnoxious, but when it comes out, it's funny. So I really am enjoying this more than I probably should be. Sometimes, like today's my day off, so I feel no guilt in today. Um, but yeah, I hope you're feeling okay at least if you're at home. If you're just playing hooky, then welcome, have fun. I know, right? The mangaka illustrations of themselves. Sometimes they're really funny and sometimes they're really accurate. Like I just really enjoy what they choose to do a lot of the time. I'm not sure what they do in this one, if they do one. I don't think they do. I guess there's a little one in the bottom, but I'm not sure if it's someone else. So we'll see when I get there. Chris, are you watching while at work? Oh, if you work from home, that's a little better. If you had to pick between reading only manga or only novels for forever, which would it be? As funny as it sounds, probably novels, just because there's a bigger backlog for me to choose from. And there's always new books publishing that I'm interested in, where that's not always the case with manga. I'm actually fairly selective with some of the manga that I read. There are certain things I know I don't like. So I think long term, I will always have enjoyment that I can find in novels, where I don't know if I will always get that out of manga. Does that make sense? It's true because you're being given the visual image rather than being able to create it on your own. Welcome back. Hey, April! And I just finished this volume, and oh my gosh, this is good. It's so fun, guys. Like, this volume, this series is going to be a wild ride. It's like, what's the easiest way I can describe this? It feels like a pervy Kami-sama kiss, if that makes sense. I don't know. It's got its like smutty perverted side to it. It's not been overly like sexual so far, other than the incubus asking for like kisses and things like that. But yeah. So it's sure fun, and I'm so glad I have the rest of the series because now I can just dive right into volume two. Am I pathetic or what? I don't think I'm that pathetic, but maybe I am. I don't know. All I know is it sure makes me happy. Oh, well, thanks, April. I think you're adorable. By the way, your video was so relaxing. I actually had it playing while I was reading some stuff earlier. And the music that you chose was just so relaxing for it. Winning! Yes, read what makes you happy. I'm a firm believer of that, regardless of whether you're reading manga, books, whatever. Hi, Angie. Wait, are we all reading together? I'm gonna run and grab a book. Yes, we're all reading together because it's Fall into Manga Love. So yes, I'm reading manga because yes, that's what I'm reading for Fall into Manga Love. And all my friends that told me to read this series, they were totally right. I've also been reading Boys Over Flowers. Oh, fun! Is it the original one or like the second season? I think is what they call it. Because I'm watching the K drama Boys Over Flowers. I took like a long hiatus off it for like almost a month, but then I watched an episode yesterday in the evening when I was just like unable to read. And I think I might watch some more later tonight too. They have both, but I'm reading the original. Excellent. So yeah, I'll be jumping into some Boys Over Flowers later today too. Yeah, I should be working and I just had a whole bag of gummy bears. Oh, Chris. I think we all have those days where every decision we make is just the wrong one. I've definitely had those days. Oh, goodness. What manga should you get, Chris? Random print stuff, Blue Inferior. Yay, Girl from the Other Side. That's one series that I really, really enjoy. See, Melissa endorses it too. I'm not the only one who loves Girl from the Other Side. It's actually pretty popular. Nice. Let's see how much you can get read. Thanks, Melissa. Oh gosh. Yeah, seriously, with manga, there are some certain tropes that you run into that is just like, why? Why? Why do we do this? Haven't we grown beyond that? I didn't mean for it to sound like a heartbeat. Sorry, Melissa. Honey and Clover is hard to follow. Tell me why. Yeah, some stories just end up dropping you into what's going on rather than trying to like work you into it slowly. But usually what they'll do is after 3 or 4 chapters, they'll go back and like catch you up. Yeah, the huge ones, they won't finish publishing, I think, technically till 2021 because they only have the first five published right now. I think the sixth one publishes either later this month or early in November. I can't remember. But yeah, so it's only halfway through its publish. So we still have five more volumes to come out, and they're averaging once a quarter. So it'll be 2021 before we see them all. Why is it that demons, when they're in human form, are always super gorgeous in manga? Why does that have to be a trope? Like, why can't they be pretty close to what they would normally be? Does that make sense? I guess that's true. They have to lure in the humans somehow and convince them to stay. So that's the only thing that makes logistical sense, right? Hey, Lindsay! You're further ahead of me in Strobe Edge, so no spoilers. I'm only up to volume 4. I'm slowly collecting that one because there's only 10 volumes, I think, in that one. Yeah, 10 volumes. And so because it's a backlist title, it's one of my slower collects. So you guys are on a little wheelie cart. I don't know if you knew that. It's my little portable desk. Good, you should. Has anybody else finished a volume yet while we've been on here? Because I've read a volume and a half now. That's very true, Chris. Very nice, very nice. Is Plum Crazy so cute? Every time I see it, I'm like, I really need to order that one. So you like Cheese Sweet Home better? Okay, that's good to know. Plum Crazy is a cat based manga. Melissa can tell you more about it, but I've heard really cute things about it. I know, right? 'April definitely needs as well, and so do I. I just need to prioritize getting it. Who publishes that one, Melissa? We won't throw things at you, Chris. We know everybody is not cat people, and that's okay. Seven Seas. Good to know. But yes, I grew up with a cat and a dog. I'm just not home enough for dogs right now, where I work full time and my husband works full time. And we don't have like a big yard to put a dog like outside. And I don't believe in kenneling a dog all day. It's a personal thing. So I'm not home enough for dogs. If I was home more, I would consider getting a dog. But yeah, that's why we have the two cats. Snow White with the red hair is so good. Yes to all the animals, April. Exactly. And I know right now my home would not be a good home for a dog. So that's why I don't personally own dogs right now. In future, I hope to. Giant dog and a tiny cat be best friends. Yes. I think that is the ultimate goal of all of us animal lovers. I may have had fun with filming of the bookshelves and the animals randomly showing up. It was like an I Spy game. I noticed that as I was watching it. Hey, just a freak. I'm glad you were able to join too, Melissa. Definitely get some rest and get feeling better. I'm glad you're still reading manga. But yes, so far on the stream, I've read almost 2 volumes. I've got that much left of this one. But that will make 16 completed volumes and 1 DNF so far. So yeah, it's only like 2:20 where I live right now. So I'm going to keep going for quite a while. I'm hoping to finish this entire series because it's a 6 volume series. And I'm that far. I've got this much left of volume 2. What was the DNF? It was Count Fujiwara's Suffering. I thought it was going to be a really cute story from the perspective of a cat, but it was just over the top and way too much for me personally. Yaoi versus Yuri plot wise, I haven't read too much Yuri, but the Yuri that I've read, I found the plots to be much more fleshed out. So I don't know if that's what they are by nature or if I just read a really bad batch of Yaoi. So it's hard for me to like really comment on that because I haven't read a lot of either. 14 volumes was fun. Banana Fish should be a must read for everyone. Banana Fish is on my list, but I know it's going to have rough points for me in the read. So that I'm like bracing myself for that one. And I think I'm gonna I think that's one I'm either gonna borrow or read digitally rather than collect physically until I'm all the way through it to know how I really feel because of certain things that I've heard about the series. Yeah, the darkness is part of why I'm like, I don't know if I want it on my physical shelves. Okay, well, take care. 19 volumes wet. I don't remember how many volumes are in Banana Fish, but I know it's fairly substantial. It's not a crazy short series, but it's not an overly long series either. Yeah, I know it got reprinted by Viz recently, so yes. Anyways, I finished volume 2 of Demon Love Spell. I'm still loving it. It's playing out really cute, so it definitely has its like smutty moments, but it's totally up my alley and I'm really loving it. So, guys, we've been going about an hour and a half here, so I'm going to go ahead and end this stream. Thank you guys so much for joining me and reading along with me. I hope you guys who have already finished continue to read manga, and I hope that those of you who are still in the middle of it will also continue to read. So, thanks a lot, guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye.